So you've done the hard work of creating videos, and now comes the part where you need to promote your videos, market your videos, get more views on your videos. And believe it or not, there's a wrong way to promote your videos and a right way to promote your videos. So I'm going to teach you the right way to promote your videos on social media networks that will also build your following on all of these social media networks. So it's actually a really cool win-win strategy. Without being repetitive or spammy, you are promoting your videos as well as building a following on other social media. So are you ready? Hey entrepreneurs, it's Salma Jafri. I'm a video content strategist, and you are in the right place if you want to grow your personal brand with video. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon next to it so you're the first to know when I upload a new video. Let's talk about what are the wrong ways to promote a video, and then we'll come to the right ways to promote a video. So there are a couple of things that I see a lot of video creators doing that are spammy, repetitive, or they just don't work to get you more views to your videos. Number one wrong way is to do like a sub for sub, where you tell people, hey, I'll subscribe to your channel if you subscribe to my channel. Why that's wrong is because you get a lot of audience members who may or may not be really interested in your content. And if people subscribe, but they're not really going to watch, YouTube's going to kind of ding you for that, right? So you want targeted, relevant people watching your videos as much as possible. So don't go for sub strategies. Go for authentic, real followers that are going to actually watch your videos, because watch time is like a huge metric on YouTube by which ranking and a lot of whole other cool stuff is determined. The second thing I see people doing is to share out a link on social media. Like, for example, you take a YouTube link and you'll put it on Facebook, and Facebook and YouTube are like mortal enemies. Facebook is gonna not show your YouTube link or your video in the newsfeed, right? Because they wanna bury that down, right? So what you want to do is come up with a smart way of sharing, which doesn't include just pasting a link on all of these social media networks. The third, I guess I would say it's a wrong way to promote, is like no promotion at all. I mean, if you are creating a lot of videos, but your subscriber count is really, really low, and the ratio of videos to subscribers and videos to views is really, really low, then that means that your hard work is not being showcased to your audience. And the people who need to see your videos are not finding your videos. And that, in my book, is kind of like a waste of time. Because if you're going to put in a lot of effort into creation, then you should put in some effort into promotion. And my favorite way to differentiate how much time to spend on creation versus promotion is using like the 80-20 rule. And I use it kind of loosely. So what I do is I spend one day creating videos, and then the rest of the week, maybe 5 to 6 days promoting that video. And since it's become a process now, it sounds like, oh my gosh, you're taking all week to promote videos. But really what happens is I do it almost on autopilot, because I have perfected this process, which I'm going to share in this video with you. And there are a few places that I share the video, and I create the video in a way, I create these video assets, social media assets, in a way that makes it easy to share across platforms. So let's get into how I do that. So right off the bat, I want to tell you that the tool I use is Wave Video. And what this software does, it helps me create videos in multiple sizes and multiple time durations. So I'll start with a 16:9 YouTube video, which is a horizontal, like a landscape format video, right? And then I'll use Wave to convert that video into a square video, which is 1:1 for Instagram and also for Twitter. And then I'm going to use Wave to convert it into a 9:16, which is like a vertical video, which is for like people watching on mobile phones. And so these are all the different formats and stuff that my video is going to go out to, and my video ads are going to go out in. So therefore, I do this once, and then I am able to share natively on all social media networks according to the kind of size and format that suits that social media network the best, right? So it's a better viewing experience for your audience. So the full Wave tutorial is going to be up on my site, and the link is going to be up as soon as that video is up here. I know there's like a lot of hoopla surrounding Facebook right now. There's like changes in algorithms and stuff. But one thing that is still working really well for me and a lot of other video creators is to share videos inside Facebook groups. Now, I'm not talking about link dropping. I'm talking about adding value. So if somebody's asking a question and you've made a video that answers that question, and group links, the group rules allow you to share links, then absolutely give context to why your video is going to be helpful and share it out. So that's like a really easy way to promote your video to somebody who's looking for that kind of information. I do this all the time in various Facebook groups. The other way I promote my videos inside Facebook groups is to share a video win. So for example, because I'm talking to other video creators, we kind of can geek out over how we're ranking or what keyword strategy we're using. And if I find that it's something that has worked for me, I will share that out with others, in the process also inevitably sharing the video. Or what happens is people see the results I'm getting and they want to come to my channel and check out what am I doing. And it's just a natural curiosity thing for people to come and check out what your video and what your channels are like if you share a win. So it could be a subscriber goal you hit. It could be a ranking goal that you hit. It could be a views goal that you hit. It could be a thumbnail design goal that you hit. So anything you do cool in your videos, and you can share that out as a, hey, I tried this worked. You guys can try it too. So you can apply it to your industry and share your wins in your industry. It's a cool way to share on Facebook groups without being spammy. There's actually another really cool strategy I use sometimes, which is if I'm gauging whether this topic is going to have interest or not, sometimes I'll run a poll in either my own or other people's Facebook groups and say, hey, what do you guys think about this topic? And then, responses will start to come in if it's a popular topic, and that will help me decide, okay, I want to make a video answering some questions that are coming up related to this topic. I'll make that video, then come back to that thread and tag all the people that showed interest in that topic. So I'm going to tag them and I'm going to share the video. And it's sort of like a very natural tie-in with the question, the discussion, the solutions, the videos, the answer. It all sort of just encourages engagement, and it seems very natural when it's done in that way. So that's something else you can do if you're looking for ideas. Ask people and then make videos around what topics they get interested in. So of course, I've taught this strategy to my clients as well. So here's a screenshot that Elena sent me. She's a crochet artist, and she went into a crochet group and shared out her videos and got a huge bump in traffic and subscribers. And the best part is that these are all relevant people coming to her channel because it's a crochet channel, it's a crochet Facebook group, and so of course they're going to be interested in learning different crochet techniques. Somebody else in my Facebook group, Sarah, who's a dog trainer, implemented my exact strategy as well, and he basically went into dog training groups and shared out his techniques and tips and everything. And so now he's getting relevant followers on his YouTube channel watching his videos who are obviously interested in techniques on training dogs. One of my clients, Allison, did the exact same thing. She talked about a video in which she talked about her Eurasian heritage, and she shared it out on a relevant Facebook group. And the Facebook group owner himself, or herself, I'm not sure, promoted her video and her channel. I mean, how cool is that? You get to make friends with other Facebook owners, and they're promoting your videos for you. So I'm telling you, the strategy of promotion in Facebook groups really works as long as you obey the rules of the group, read the rules, and promote accordingly, and find ways to tie in your video with conversations, and it just becomes a very natural share. And what will happen is that not only the person who's asked the question, but other people who follow the thread and discussion are also going to be coming to check out your videos. And that's what I see happening when I share as well. So it's a pretty cool way to share your YouTube videos on Facebook without Facebook dinging you or not showing your links. So the other thing I love to do is to share parts of the video on Instagram. So what happens is Instagram has a 60-second limit of sharing videos. And Instagram Stories, I think, has a 17-second limit. So I think that constraint breeds creativity. So I find that working in a constraint helps me to think up of creative ideas of how I can share this video. So I started by sharing like my bloopers and my end reel and stuff on Instagram. Then I experiment a little bit with sharing the promo part, which is the hook of my video. So, all the stuff I say before the title rolls on, that is basically my hook. And I usually try and keep it under 60 seconds so I can actually share it out on Instagram and Twitter and maybe LinkedIn as well. So that's one strategy. The other thing that I use often is within the video, because I often do like bullet points and stuff. So I'll take one bullet point, one tip that I shared, and share that out on Instagram as a value add. So even if you don't watch the rest of the video, you'll still get some value from that one small clip within the video, right? So there are all of these different options, and you can sort of cut and edit your video in all of these different creative ways to show. Another thing I like to do on Instagram is to share out the video as a video ad. So sometimes I'll do like hype ads, which will be like, this video is coming up. I'm going to be releasing it tomorrow. Stay tuned. Or I'll do like a video ad, which is like, hey, if you want to learn about this, then watch this video. So there are all these creative I guess I would say applications that you can do with a 60-second framework if you have like a larger YouTube video. So feel free to play around with this and get a little creative. Strategy number, I think this is 3. So it's Facebook groups, Instagram, and now we're coming to blog posts. So I know that a lot of people prefer to read versus watching videos. And I want to cater to my audience who want to consume information in all the styles and formats that they want to be able to get that information in, right? So I want to be able to convert my video into a blog post. And how I do that typically is because I write a video script for every single video, I already have an outline. And then I take that outline, I add subheadings because people scan when they're reading more than like reading each and every single word. So add subheadings, make short paragraphs, and also what that does is it allows me to add links to other content. So if I'm referencing another video, I can just link to it in the blog post, right? It also is great for Google Juice. So I've got a couple of my videos ranking on Google because I have blog posts on those same videos. It's obviously a way to get more views and more traffic because if those videos are ranking, then people are finding them not just on YouTube search, but also on Google search. So blog posts. Strategy number 4, which I do with every single video that I create, is to send it out to my email list. So I just really simply write a short paragraph, which is kind of personalized with what's going on with my life and business right now. And I tie it in with the video that I made, and then I embed the video within the email. So it's a one-click open and people can watch the video. And I think email still really works because it drives a lot of views. I use a custom URL link to share on email so I can gauge how many people are coming in. And by the way, that's a good strategy for all of the other social media platforms, right? If you use custom links for every, like you can go to Bitly and make like a custom link and then share that out and then get analytics on which platform is bringing in you a lot of this traffic. And then you can double down on the platform that's working for you. So email is one of my go-to strategies for sharing out my videos. Then we have the all-time favorite, Twitter. Now, Twitter has recently changed its algorithm. And previously you could, post the same link with the same copy over and over and over again, as many times as you wanted. But the new Twitter algorithm wants you to differentiate the copy at least, even if the link is going to be the same, so that it's not completely spammy and it offers like a new perspective. So what I do is I'll write out 4 tweets for every single video. And each of those 4 tweets will focus on a different aspect of the video. So in one, I could say, hey, check out this new video on XYZ topic. In another tweet, I could be like, did you know, blah, 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 right? I could make it like a question and then share the link out. So I think that because of these rules and because it's just less spammy to be able to reshare links but with different copy, I think that's a good way to do that on Twitter. And you can also share your square video on Twitter along with your post, or you could do an image. So typically I would share the thumbnail that I created for the YouTube video along with my Twitter updates. So rich media is encouraged. If you can add images and videos to your posts, that's going to help you get a better reach on Twitter. I also share out my videos on LinkedIn using kind of like the similar strategy, but then I know that because on LinkedIn, it's a B2B audience. So I want to make sure I really hammer in on the business benefits of the topic of that video, right? So I want to make sure that the copy for LinkedIn is a little bit more professional. I don't use a lot of slang or anything that would be inappropriate for the business platform, because you just want to adapt your message to the platform. And I think that's how sharing should be, and that's how it really works, and it attracts the people that you want to attract. So what I'll typically do is write a little bit of copy. LinkedIn has a word limit, so you don't want to go too long with the copy either. And then you can do two things. You can share your thumbnail, or you could just share the actual link itself. As far as I know, LinkedIn and YouTube are not in a feud. So when you share your YouTube link, it actually does show up as a nice, large, big link, and people can just click and play the video within the LinkedIn interface. So that's pretty cool, and I think you should definitely give that a try if you're not doing it already. Okay, I'm kind of losing count on what number I am right now, but the next strategy, whichever number that is to share your video out on different websites in answer to questions. So for example, you could do this on Medium. You could write a blog post and embed your video in it. You could do it on Quora, which is a Q&A site. So any questions that people are asking in your industry, in your niche, you can go and answer them and embed your video as part of the answer. One thing that I think you should think about, as well as just sharing the video out, is whether audio is going to autoplay on that platform or not. And if it's not, then you want to add captions to your videos. I use ScreenFlow, and I actually add them manually, but since it's just a 60-second video in Instagram, or even less, like a 20-second video in Twitter, so it's a really fast process to add captions. But if you have a longer video that you want to share, you could outsource caption writing, or there's a bunch of software that will help you to write captions faster. There's Apple Clips that I know of that I don't actually use, but yeah, you could test that out. So just be careful that when you are sharing, if you can add captions, that will highly, highly increase the number of people who are going to watch your video without sound on. And if they do that, then they're still going to get the message, and they will probably be inspired to go and check out the actual video on YouTube. Tell me in the comments below what your favorite strategy was and which one you are super excited to implement today, right now, with the last video that you uploaded. Another thing to remember is that do the maximum amount of organic sharing in the first 24 hours of uploading your video, because you want to really pump up the YouTube algorithm in those 24 hours, because they need data to know if this video is valuable or not. So the more traffic you drive in the first 24 hours, the more signals you are going to be sending YouTube that this is an amazing video. People need to see this. If you're wondering how you can save a little bit of time and do like a batch processing of creating all of these different formats and having them ready, then I highly, highly recommend that you use wave.video. I've got a 40% off discount code, which you can access by going to the link in the description. Remember, go after what you want and build a brand you love, because you can be the media. Be the Media Mastermind is here. You want in? Go to bethemedia.salmajafri.com and sign up for your free trial today. See you inside. Sometimes I'm just so on point that there isn't any bloopers. What do you do then? No blooper. Just like talk about my belt. Does this belt look too big and ugly?